Hi Gemini, welcome to your weekly scopes. Please keep in mind this is only a general reading. Take what feels right and with what resonates with your own life experiences at the moment. So, it's a week of uh, action. It's a busy week and it's prone um, it's prone to some imbalances that you may need to really focus on so you can direct that vibrant, active energy in the right way and in the right channel without feeling the need to battle with the world or the need to be so defensive and so protective of your own opinions and your own rights over something. There's a feeling that you may need to defend some type of intellectual, mental idea, thought, communications. Maybe you're needing to really stand for yourself, and the idea is to do so, but in a very balanced and harmonious way without falling into the mistakes of saying something that you don't mean or doing something you don't really want to do and then regretting doing so. Don't forget, we are officially in Gemini season, so happy birthday for those of you who already celebrated your birthday. And we are officially in the Gemini season, and this Gemini season is not as easy or smooth as it could have been. We have Mercury retrograde in your sign, so communications are much more prone to be misunderstood, to get messages being lost in translation, people not really understanding your motives, or you really not receiving the right intentions behind the words and the ideas and the expressions. So everything slows down as a matter of communication and transportation. Everything slows down because there's a need of reflection and there's a need of really doing reevaluating our communication, but in inwardly in the inside way. And for that, Mercury slows down everything. So many times we are really forced to evaluate situations that if we weren't forced, um, we wouldn't analyze. We wouldn't lose our time doing so. Also, you have Mars in your sign. It is getting out now from an opposition with Saturn. We have the Sun opposing Saturn today. So, communications for this week are a little bit hasty and prone to over exaggerations, over impulses, on sometimes feeling angry or really repressed and acting on impulse, but acting in impulse in a way that it's not for the betterment of the situation, and that you will regret after you do so. So again, the main opportunity, Knight of Wands. So yeah, you have an opportunity to stand for yourself, and you have an opportunity to really go into battle ready to stand for your ideas, stand for your beliefs. Just be aware of, this is a little bit like the storm coming this night as I perceive it, and I feel like you are maybe you need to evaluate if you are really picking up the right battles to be involved in, or are you doing that just out of just this repression time, and now you explode and you feel like you have to say everything and you have to do everything, and you don't care how other people will see it, and you don't care how other people will react. There's a lot of hastiness about this energy, and If you have been stagnant, if you have been not saying and not defending yourself, again, it's a great opportunity to stand up and do so and believe in your own mental capacities and believe in your own ideas and showing the world that you are not afraid of expressing them and you are not afraid of speaking your truth and speaking of your opinions, expressing yourself. But be careful with angry resentful disputes that are really not for the best interest of your life and not really giving you ultimately what you are expecting to achieve from this situation. Also, because then the following cards talk a lot about balancing. So, as a challenge, you have the Six of Pentacles, and again, you may feel like other people are not supporting you, and you may feel really angry about it, or you may feel like you don't have the support, you don't have the back, you don't have your back protected. In some sense, as maybe you were used to, or you're just not feeling it, you're not feeling the support of those around you, and you are really craving for it, and that can build up that angriness and build up that need to really be aware of really what's your real needs in this situation. So are you really needing so much of this help, or are you just avoiding um, finding that resource, that validation of your own ideas inside of you? Are you really needing so much other people? Are you just doubting your own ability to stand up for yourself and express things as they are? Also, it could be the opposite scenario where you are being asked to help someone or help some situation, and you're feeling, in some sense, depleted about it, or really be a little bit not really in the mood to do so, because that will create a lot of busyness and create a lot of situations where you really will need to focus. I'm sorry, where you really will need to focus a lot to have things in balance, and maybe you are not really at the stage of your life that you feel like doing it, but that's a challenge that could happen, and that is allowing you the advice to happen, which is Two of Pentacles, which is exactly to manage both different aspects of your life, both situations in juggling it in a harmonious way, the most harmonious way as possible. Don't try to get rid of one, but instead balancing it out. As you can see, he has the infinite symbols holding two sides of a different question. So in opposition, there's integration. And Gemini, you're suffering a lot of oppositions with this transiting planets in your sign. So it's normal that you feel like other people are testing your patience, and other people are really testing your ability to, to keep your balance and to keep your space and to keep your freedom. And those things you really need to balance it out this week, and be aware of angry feelings surfacing and finding in opposition not only opportunities for learning aspects of yourself, but also to understand different points of view and understand other person's motivations and how that plays out in your own life and in the way you have been expressing your own motivations and your own needs and desires. The spiritual message is patience, um, and waiting. So even though you're really wanting to move forward and there's opportunity to do so in a mental airway, you're also advised to be still. Don't overreact on situations. Don't act too much on impulse. Be patient about what's going on in a communication sense. Try to balance as best as you can, because this energy will pass, and it will smooth it will be much more smoother in the following weeks. But here this week, the message is to learn how to balance things in your life and how to balance different sides, different sides of probably the same question. So watch out for communications, watch out for angry towards other or others showing an attitude towards you. Watch out for that and try to recognize the need to really be to keep in your meditative state where you don't allow other circumstances to interfere in um, your own happiness and in your own sense of being okay as you are. Also, don't doubt your own ideas, and if you have things to say, if you have that you need to say it, but do that in a really balanced way where you don't lose your reason by acting on rage. So I wish you a great week. Thank you for listening, liking, and subscribing. And we'll see each other next week.